Hey guys, it's Dom here, and today I've got a bit of a request. Basically, I've been messaged by a few people recently about them trying to get their friends into Legends, and they're not really too sure what to play. So I thought what I'd do is I'd grab a Crusader deck using exclusively commons and rares, throw in 2 epics and 1 legendary from the campaign that is, and just see what I can make with it. So if you're new to the game or you just want to make a budget Crusader deck, this is definitely one for you. It's got a good bit of draw power, a good bit of healing capabilities, a good bit of removal, and it does also have a hint at aggro. So it's an excellent mid-range Crusaders deck for anyone just trying to get into the game, looking for something in Crusaders, or doesn't want to spend too much money on the game. And let me just show you how it goes in a few matches. Right, so this is a starter deck. We're up against a sorcerer who's in. That's the shiny version as well. So that's like what, top 100? This player should be very good, basically. But thankfully we have quite a nice hand. Fiery Imp does have a good combo of Crusader's Assault. I'm not too sure if I'll be able to show it off later. But we'll start with putting him in the shadow lane, just in case any sort of like issues. But that's good, he's passed straight away. Usually with any intelligence deck, with my luck, they start with a Firebolt. But guess not here. We're going to put down maybe Bruma Profiteer, to be honest. Actually, no, we don't, because we have nothing in hand that we could then follow him up with to summon. So we'll just continue to break 1 rune at least, because we have cards in our deck which get heavy support of 1 rune being broken. Like East March Crusader.
My claws are sharp.
Okay, that's nice. So obviously he's going to try and destroy that. But what we can do is use Rapid Shot, and then use another Rapid Shot, just to kind of feed through our deck and see what we can grab. And then we'll just continue on this attack as normal. And he's probably going to get this kill off, because we don't want to use our Piercing Javelin on a 4 cost at the moment, but it's our only form of quick removal.
I do hope that troublesome knight isn't around.
Okay. That kind of messes up our Crusader's assaults. So we'll play Bruma Profiteer, and then we'll probably use Stormcloak Vanguard. Once we've got cover, we don't really need to worry about them getting the kills. So we'll just go for a bit of health back.
Time to ride! Yeah!
Okay. Okay, so here's the plan. We're going to break the ward on their face. Then we're going to summon Stormcloak Vanguard, give him Crusader's Assault so we get plenty of draw power, as well as actually drawing our Stormcloak Battalion.
You won't foil my plan.
Okay, so currently our Bruma Profiteer is very open, so we're going to have to use our Rapid Shot to remove their supply runner. I know we don't get the draw power, but it's just nice to keep one of our Healy units alive.
Out of my way, worm.
Do we want to use Piercing Javelin on that? Or does it still seem a bit too early? Okay, so we're tempted just to remove the guard.
You won't foil my plan.
And then we'll hit face a few more times. Summon our Solitude Stalwart. And now that we have Divine Fervor in hand, if we have quite a few cards on the field next turn anyway, we can play that without really having to stress too much. Okay. Probably going to get rid of Piercing Javelin, which is a bit of an issue for us if this game continues to drag, as we don't have much late game. We just have a lot of early game stuff.
By seed and spleen.
What else is there to get rid of? Crusader's Assault, yeah. Thankfully we have 1 more in hand, so it's not too much of an issue. Right, so if we Divine Fervor, then I guess we use one of the Crusader's Assaults for Breakthrough and Pilfer. There we go, we've got a few more cards now. We've got a Fell the Mighty, which is nice because it means we've now got another bit of removal we can rely on.
I am a mirror.
And it's very fortunate we did draw that, or Sofa Sill would just end this game. So the thing is, like, with a deck like this, when someone summons Sofa Sill, we just have to get rid of it. I mean, we can't really win this time, I don't believe. So, we will have to continue on playing. Tyr is thankfully buffed far enough that he can kind of evade destruction without any form of ulterior motives or means. Oh no. Okay, so we're in a bit of a bad position here, I will admit. However, the second Divine Fervor might actually be a bit of a lifesaver. For now, we are going to summon a bunch of units in the Shadow Lane, because we're not going to get through on the Field Lane. Let's just leave it at that.
There's a plan.
We put down Brutal Profiteer, it means next turn we can start to heal more if they do decide to, you know, hit us with their, what, ridiculous amount of power on the board.
The spine of Bacchus shall heal you.
Okay, the fact that they summoned a guard is where it gets a bit more painful.
Nice try.
Okay, so we're going to trade that. Perfect. Probably should have misplayed a bit there, but oh well. We still win anyway. Okay, that was a bit hectic near the end, but we did manage to do it. Okay, so up against a neutral deck. Interesting. Right, so we're not going to keep the piercing javelins. They're both prophecies. We can get them from a rune breaking or something like that. We draw into two other prophecies, but they're a bit more flexible at least. We'll put down our Solitude Stalwart just because he's a really nice card to open with. Then we'll hit face.
My orders are clear.
And in fact, if we summon our Mudcrab Ankle Snapper in the other lane as well, means we can get a bit of damage up. Okay, so we do now have an opportunity where we can just hit face quite a bit. Like one rune.
Favor me.
Means for some of the 5th Legion trainer,
It's time.
it does mean that we're slowly snowballing for a bit of power on the field.
Observe.
Is it like a neutral shout deck, or is that just... Okay, never mind. So, we don't really know what they're playing, so we'll just continue to attack them for now.
You can't defeat me.
And then summon our Hive Defender. Again, the main purpose of a deck like this is that we don't really have the capability to last to like round 12 and still summon big units. So we kind of need to end it early. Okay. So they're clearly buffing one of the shouts in their hand. It will either be Cool Dragon or what's the armor one? I don't know what it's called, but it's one that's battling. We'll put down our Priest of the Moon in the field lane, just so if something happens to our Solitude Stalwart, we can still destroy the word wall. Plus, clearing the lanes is a lot nicer for us because it means that we can be flexible.
A few drinks.
Although to be honest, I don't actually think they've been given much this game
What could be
to
better?
really fight back to our units. So we'll continue to just attack them. We could use Morkel Gatekeeper to do an extra 2 damage, but I don't know if I really want to this turn.
My orders are clear.
In fact, what we might do is just not break that rune at all, just so they've got one less card for next turn.
Succumb to me.
Now we got ample on the field, we got an extra... If we play correctly next turn, our Stormcloak Vanguard can have 4 power, so we have multiple measures of just defeating them here. Dragon aspect, that was the one I was thinking of. But evidently they weren't buffing that one. So we've got enough on the board, unless this...
Fortune favor me.
Does fortune favour them? Let's find out. Not really, no. So that's going to end this game, just hitting them in the face twice. We've easily got time for one more game, so I'll just put that in now. Okay, so up against, I'm assuming, a new player by no title, just called a guest, stuff like that. Again, we'll just get rid of our prophecy, we don't need it. And we do open up into a very nice starting hand. We are going to start with Fiery Imp, probably. Just because that one's a bit nicer, because if they do put down a guard, we can still hit face. And if we get Crusader's Assault, it is a dream come true. Okay, I have no idea what they'll be grabbing with Explore, because it doesn't really tell us anything, so let's just ignore that for now. We'll hit face, and then maybe Priest of the Moons?
This one I'm going.
Just gives us something in each lane, I guess. So then we'll break a rune, play Eastmark Crusader for the draw power,
No matter what.
get another Priest of the Moons, very nice. See, the thing that you might notice about this deck is that it's got a lot of prophecies, but because we end the game so quickly, we don't actually usually get to use them. The main reason why we have that many prophecies is just so if we get put up against an aggro deck, we stand a chance. So we're going to rapid shot that. Then we'll probably blood crit. Actually, hold that. We'll Stormcloak Vanguard instead, so we can keep our Priest of the Moon.
The Nords must take back.
And then again, hit base.
Do not travel this one.
And then we'll put down our Solitude Stalwart in the Shadow lane. Just gives the Fiery Imp a bit of kind of like assistance if they put down like a big guard.
Time to march.
Okay, I'm guessing the other item they'll play this turn. Well, is an item. Yeah. Okay, so that's something quite big. We'll then use our removal on it. Oh, we have just drawn Crusader's Assault, so I'm hoping they summon a weak card in the Shadow lane relatively soon.
Fetch my claws.
And do we want to... They've got 9 cards in hand, so there's not really going to be a case of them drawing too many and then having to discard them. Unless we break the ring, summon a unit, and then hopefully can try and flood out the field and make their hand a bit too big.
I'll whip them into shape.
With Crusader's Assault, we can currently end it, but that means it needs to not play any guards or anything like that. Yeah, never mind. Okay. So we'll hit face twice, and then I guess Crusader's Assault with Fiery Imp just so we can do a bit of extra face damage and draw an extra card. Then if we put down Blood Crazed Daedroff, we can get another card to hand. We get Tyr, our legendary.
Clear.
Very nice.
Take your positions.
Okay. Right, so we don't actually have that much strength in the field lane, so what I might do is summon 2 big units in the Shadow lane next turn with the ring. Depends what we draw. Crusader's Assault again.
My orders are clear.
That will take him down to 1 health, which is the issue. So I'm thinking if I put down... Yeah, no, it's not worth it. If we put down... Because we have to draw Stormcloak Vanguard to end it then. If we put down Tier and use the ring to put down Stormcloak Battalion, we pretty much won this now. I'm not really too sure what they could do. I don't know what they're really playing.
Stay behind me.
Okay, another guard. That's fine with us because we've got Crusader's Assault in hand. Yeah, so we'll use Crusader's Assault so we can... Oh, we got 2 now, cool. We can just use one of them to make sure that we have a clean shot at their face. That's going to end this video. If you guys have enjoyed or learned something new, please like and subscribe. If you've got friends just starting out in the game, show them this deck, they might enjoy it.